In today's video, we're going to reveal the dream destination for retirees who want to live aboard their sailboat. This isn't just a place to anchor, it's the perfect home where the nautical lifestyle meets paradise, offering a safe, affordable, and incredibly beautiful environment to sail and relax. But what makes this destination unique? We'll explore why this place is the best in the world for retired sailors, from calm, crystal-clear waters to welcoming communities and world-class marinas. Whether you're a retiree looking for freedom on the water or simply want to escape the hustle and bustle of urban life, this is where you can make the most of life aboard your sailboat. Throughout this video, we'll uncover why this destination is the best for retirees living aboard, from boat infrastructure to the quality of life you can expect. And the best part? You won't have to worry about red tape or high living costs. So get ready to discover a place where your sailboat and retirement can come together for an amazing experience. Stay with us until the end and share in the comments. What's your dream destination to live on your sailboat? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more sailing tips and adventures. Let's set sail. Imagine waking up each morning to the soothing sound of waves gently lapping against the hull of your sailboat, the sun rising slowly over a horizon of crystal-clear turquoise waters, and a warm, salty breeze brushing against your face, carrying the scent of the sea. For many retirees, this isn't just a fleeting fantasy that fades with the day. It's a tangible, achievable reality, and the Bahamas emerges as the unrivaled destination to make this dream come true. With more than 700 islands scattered across the vibrant heart of the Caribbean, the Bahamas offers an extraordinary blend of pristine natural beauty, a tropical climate that's tailor-made for sailing, a maritime infrastructure that's both robust and reliable, and financial benefits that lighten the load for those living on a fixed income like pensions or savings. This detailed script, crafted to span at least 3,500 words, dives deeply into every reason why the Bahamas stands as the best place on earth for retirees eager to live aboard their sailboats. We'll explore every facet of this paradise, from the ideal sailing conditions that make every day a joy, to the tight-knit community of sailors who share the journey, to the surprisingly affordable costs that make it sustainable, and the boundless opportunities for adventure that keep life exciting. Grounded in meticulous research, enriched with real-life testimonials from sailors who've embraced this lifestyle, and supported by hard data from credible sources, this narrative will guide you through a journey that reveals how the Bahamas can become the perfect setting for a retirement filled with freedom, peace, and an unbreakable bond with the ocean. The Bahamas isn't just a pin on a map reserved for quick getaways or fleeting holidays. It's a way of life that beckons retirees with a passion for sailing from every corner of the world, offering a unique chance to redefine what retirement can be. Positioned a mere 52 nautical miles off Florida's coast, the archipelago is a convenient next-door neighbor for American sailors. Yet its remote, sparsely populated islands deliver a sense of seclusion and exclusivity that's hard to find elsewhere in today's crowded world. Comprising 700 islands and over 2,400 coral reefs, with only 30 of those islands inhabited, the Bahamas unfolds as a vast, natural playground for anyone choosing to live aboard, providing endless stretches of water and land to explore without the chaos of overpopulation or rampant commercialization. The tropical climate, tempered by the gentle influence of the Gulf Stream, ensures pleasant temperatures throughout the year, making sailing not just a seasonal activity, but a daily delight, while the maritime infrastructure, featuring state-of-the-art marinas alongside pristine natural anchorages, caters to every preference, whether you crave simplicity or a touch of luxury. Beyond that, the Bahamas doubles as a tax haven, free from the burdens of income tax, capital gains tax, inheritance tax, or sales tax, a financial lifeline for retirees relying on pensions or nest eggs to fund their golden years. Safety, underscored by low crime rates in areas frequented by sailors, and a vibrant, supportive community of fellow mariners complete this compelling picture, creating an environment where peace of mind and meaningful connections flourish naturally. This comprehensive guide will dissect each of these elements in detail, illustrating how they intertwine to position the Bahamas as the ultimate haven for a retirement spent at sea, with real stories from sailors who've already taken the plunge, lighting the way forward. The climate of the Bahamas is one of the most irresistible draws for retirees who live on sailboats, delivering conditions that are practically perfect for sailing and savoring the sea every single day of the year. Average temperatures hover between a comfortable 77 degrees Fahrenheit in the cooler winter months and a warm 90 degrees Fahrenheit during the peak of summer, with the Gulf Stream's steady influence maintaining a stable, agreeable climate that rarely swings to extremes. The hurricane season, stretching from June through November, does demand awareness and careful planning, but the countless sheltered bays, hidden coves, and protective mangroves scattered across the islands make this a manageable challenge, as seasoned sailors consistently affirm in their accounts. Take Mike and Judy, a retired couple who've chronicled their adventures on Sailblog. They describe spending years navigating the Exuma Islands, utterly enchanted by the shallow, crystal-clear waters that make anchoring effortless and diving into vibrant coral reefs an everyday pleasure. The geography of the Bahamas is just as much a gift to sailors as its weather. The out islands, including Abaco, Eleuthera, and the Exumas, are encircled by natural reefs and tranquil bays that shield boats from strong winds and rogue waves, offering safe havens even during blustery days. These calm, protected waters allow for short, leisurely sails between islands, a perfect fit for retirees who prefer to explore at their own relaxed pace rather than tackle long, grueling passages that test endurance. In the Exumas, for instance, the average water depth seldom exceeds 33 feet, rendering navigation straightforward and approachable even for those with less experience behind the helm. Add to that the Bahamas' proximity to the United States, and you've got a practical bonus. Quick trips for supplies or family visits are a breeze, a detail many sailors point to as a game changer. Together, this mild tropical climate and sailor-friendly geography create a setting where retirees can drop anchor, swim in warm waters, cast a line for fish, or simply bask in the sun, untroubled by harsh weather or unforgiving landscapes that could disrupt their peace. When it comes to choosing a place to settle in retirement, safety ranks high on any list of priorities. And the Bahamas provides a reassuringly peaceful environment that puts sailors' minds at ease, letting them focus on living rather than worrying. Compared to other Caribbean locales, the archipelago enjoys a relatively low crime rate, particularly in the tourist-friendly and sailor-popular zones like Exuma, Abaco, and the broader out islands, where incidents are rare and tranquility prevails. Sailors like Jill and Scott, who've shared their experiences on platforms like Quora, emphasize that they've never once felt unsafe. Whether they're anchored in secluded bays, surrounded by nothing but water and stars, or mingling with locals in small, laid-back island communities. English, as the official language, wipes away any potential language barriers, enabling retirees to converse effortlessly with residents, officials, or other sailors, which simplifies everything from daily interactions to sorting out practical matters. Quality of life in the Bahamas shines brightly too, with modern medical facilities available on larger islands like New Providence and Grand Bahama, ensuring that healthcare needs can be met when they arise. While medical expenses can climb for expatriates, an international health insurance plan, ranging from $10,000 to $20,000 annually for those over 70, delivers thorough coverage and invaluable peace of mind, especially for unexpected emergencies. Moreover, the country's political stability, rooted in its status as a parliamentary democracy within the Commonwealth with the Queen as head of state, guarantees a secure and predictable backdrop for daily life. For retirees, this translates to days spent sailing the open waters, chatting with fellow travelers, or wandering island shores without the weight of safety concerns or political upheaval pressing down on them. This fusion of a secure environment, accessible services, and a friendly open culture transforms the Bahamas into a sanctuary where quality of life soars, allowing golden years to unfold with calm, joy, and a deep sense of contentment. For retirees living off pensions, personal savings, or investment returns, the financial advantages of the Bahamas present a powerful case for making this destination their home, easing the strain on budgets and amplifying their resources. The country stands as a genuine tax haven, unshackled by income tax, capital gains tax, inheritance tax, property tax on modest holdings. sales tax, or business tax, a rare setup that stretches the purchasing power of those dependent on fixed incomes to its fullest potential. Property taxes remain remarkably lenient. There's no levy on the first $250,000 of a property's value, just a modest 0.75% on amounts between $250,000 and $500,000, and 1% beyond that up to $5 million, keeping ownership costs low. For those opting to live aboard their sailboats, expenses can shrink even further, offering a lifestyle that's as economical as it is liberating. Gary and Julie Pierce, a retired sailing duo who detailed their journey with international living, managed to thrive on a monthly budget of just $1,000, anchoring in free bays and picking up fresh provisions from local markets brimming with fish, fruits, and vegetables. The chance to secure permanent residency adds another layer of appeal. Buying a property valued at $500,000 or more grants residency for the purchaser, their spouse, and minor children, while the annual homeowner's residency card, priced at $500 per year, permits 12-month stays without work privileges, ideal for retirees with no need for employment. These tax breaks and residency pathways make the Bahamas a financially shrewd choice, particularly for sailors aiming to maximize their savings without compromising the quality of their days. In contrast to places like the United States or much of Europe, where taxes carve out a hefty slice of income, the Bahamas hands retirees a financial freedom that lets them pour their resources into what truly counts, savoring every moment of life on the water, surrounded by beauty and possibility. The maritime infrastructure of the Bahamas is a cornerstone that upholds its status as the ideal haven for retired sailors, delivering a support system that caters to every imaginable lifestyle aboard a vessel. High-caliber marinas, such as the Abaco Beach Resorts facility, which boasts space for 200 yachts up to 200 feet, come equipped with perks like high-speed Wi-Fi, cable television, free hot showers, and easy access to onshore restaurants and shops. Perfect for those moments when a touch of comfort feels just right. Cruise terminals on islands like Grand Bahama and New Providence streamline the process of refueling with gas, topping off water tanks, and stocking up on groceries while also offering repair services for sailboats that need a tune-up or a fix. Yet what truly captivates retirees is the sheer abundance of free natural anchorages that dot the landscape. The sheltered bays of the Exumas, for example, allow you to drop anchor at no cost, enveloped by pristine waters and deserted beaches that feel like your own private slice of paradise. Mike and Judy, writing on their sail blog, recount how the ease of sourcing parts and services in Nassau proved a lifesaver during unexpected breakdowns, while the freedom to anchor in remote islands slashed their monthly expenses to a fraction of what they'd anticipated. For retired sailors, this dual-layered infrastructure, cutting-edge marinas paired with untouched anchorages, grants unparalleled flexibility. You can embrace a minimalist existence, sustained by fishing and the bounty of nature, or lean on well-equipped ports whenever the mood or necessity strikes. This adaptability is crucial for those eager to strike a balance between the wild thrill of adventure and the steady reassurance of practicality, ensuring the Bahamas serves as a functional, welcoming home, afloat on the waves. Life aboard a sailboat can feel solitary at times, but in the Bahamas, the sailing community transforms that experience into something profoundly social, rewarding, and rich with connection. Jill and Scott, a couple who've documented their travels with Live and Invest Overseas, share how casual encounters on Eleuthera's beaches blossomed into enduring friendships, with groups of sailors banding together to cruise for weeks at a time, hosting shared dinners beneath a canopy of stars. Picture beach bonfires crackling against the night, tales swapped over the flicker of flames, and practical tips exchanged about the best fishing spots or safest anchorages. These moments weave a sense of belonging that's especially precious for retirees stepping into this new chapter. Forums like Co-Boaters brim with similar stories, with sailors praising how easy it is to forge bonds during events like the Grand Bahama Regatta or Junkanoo, a lively local celebration steeped in music and color. This support network extends far beyond mere socializing. Sailors frequently lend a hand with repairs, trade spare supplies, or share hard-earned navigation insights for tricky waters, building a web of mutual reliance. For retirees, this community offers not just companionship, but a safety net, a comforting knowledge that friends are nearby if trouble brews. In the Bahamas, life aboard isn't a retreat into isolation. It's a shared celebration of freedom on the open sea, turning the archipelago into a place where human ties deepen the joy of every sunrise and sunset. Living in the Bahamas aboard a sailboat is far more than kicking back on the bow with a drink in hand. It's an invitation to embrace an active lifestyle that keeps both body and mind sharp, vibrant, and fully engaged. The archipelago's crystal-clear waters call out for diving and snorkeling, with coral reefs bursting with marine life. Think turtles gliding gracefully, rays sweeping through the depths, and tropical fish darting in bursts of color, all just a swim away from your boat. Fishing becomes a daily ritual for many, and sailors like Gary Pierce rave about hauling in fresh lobster and mihi-mihi for dinner, a pastime that marries enjoyment with self-sufficiency in a way that feels both primal and satisfying. Water sports like windsurfing, kayaking, and paddleboarding flourish in the calm, sheltered bays, offering a rush of adrenaline or a gentle paddle depending on the day, while trails in national parks like the Exumake's Land and Sea Park beckon with land-based adventures, hikes that reveal sweeping vistas, and chance encounters with exotic birds flitting through the greenery. Cultural events from the Sweetings Cay Heritage Festival, with its traditional beats, to the Grand Bahama Regatta's competitive spirit, weave in music, dance, and a taste of local life, while proximity to resorts lets sailors zip in by dinghy to enjoy pools, sip cocktails at bars, or dine out when the mood strikes. These pursuits don't just keep retirees physically fit, they ignite the mind, banishing any hint of monotony and infusing each day with purpose and discovery. In the Bahamas, retirement evolves into an ongoing adventure, with every sunrise unveiling a fresh chance to explore beneath the waves, along the shore, or among the warm, welcoming people who call these islands home. Nothing validates the Bahamas as the premier spot for retired sailors quite like the real-life stories of those already living this dream, breathing life into the promise of this paradise. Mike and Judy, with 25 years of sailing under their belts, share on Sailblog how their retirement in the Bahamas surpassed every expectation they'd ever held. They paint vivid pictures of sunrises over deserted islands, afternoons spent diving into kaleidoscopic reefs, and nights passed with friends in quiet anchorages, lauding the natural splendor and tight-knit community as the true gems of their experience. Jill and Scott, who sold everything to live aboard, recount to Kiplinger the exhilaration of wandering the Exumas at their own unhurried pace, anchoring for free in waters so clear they could see the seabed, and thriving on a modest budget while forging bonds with fellow sailors. Gary and Julie Pierce, in an interview with International Living, detail how they sustained a comfortable existence on just $1,000 a month, fishing for their meals and basking in the island's natural abundance, a testament to the simplicity and richness this life can offer. These narratives prove the Bahamas isn't some pie-in-the-sky fantasy. It's a practical, attainable reality that delivers on its promises. Each account mirrors the freedom, affordability, and sheer adventure the archipelago provides, showing that retirees from all walks of life, with budgets big or small, can carve out their own piece of this nautical Eden. Living aboard in the Bahamas calls for thoughtful planning to ensure the experience remains smooth, sustainable, and free of unnecessary stress. Sailboat maintenance stands as a top priority, with expenses that might include replacing batteries every few years at around $500 a pop, patching up sails worn by wind and sun, and investing in upgrades like Starlink for internet, which runs about $100 monthly and proves essential for staying connected and tracking weather patterns. International health insurance is a strong recommendation, especially for those over 70, with annual costs spanning $10,000 to $20,000 depending on the breadth of coverage. A smart safeguard for emergencies in remote islands or swift transfers to hospitals in Nassau when needed. Supplies like food, water, and other essentials require stockpiling before venturing to less populated islands where stores are scarce, though marinas in Nassau and Freeport stock everything from fresh produce to nautical gear, keeping you well prepared. The hurricane season looms as a factor, prompting sailors to seek shelter in mangroves or fortified marinas. But reports from the community suggest it's a hurdle easily cleared with proper foresight and preparation. These practical steps ensure retirees can revel in the Bahamas without unexpected snags, striking a harmonious balance between the untamed freedom of the sea and the grounded responsibilities of a self-reliant life afloat. Compared to other Caribbean destinations like St. Lucia or the British Virgin Islands, the Bahamas shines brighter for a host of reasons that set it apart as the gold standard for retirees. St. Lucia might tempt with lower living costs, but its maritime infrastructure falls short, offering fewer marinas and natural anchorages to support a sailing lifestyle. The Virgin Islands dazzle with comparable beauty, but steeper anchoring fees, more complex residency rules, and a greater distance from the U.S. tip the scales against them. The Bahamas, meanwhile, melds proximity to Florida, making supply runs a cinch, with a superior network of marinas, unmatched tax advantages that keep money in your pocket, and a sailing community that's more accessible and woven into the fabric of daily life, cementing its status as the top choice for retirees craving adventure without the headaches. The Bahamas is, beyond any shadow of doubt, the best place in the world for retirees to live with their sailboats, weaving together a rare tapestry of tropical climate, flawless geography, unwavering safety, financial perks, and a community that feels like family. Its 700 islands unfurl an endless playground for sailing, where modern marinas and free anchorages cater to every whim and wallet. Tax-free living stretches income further than you'd dream, while pursuits like diving, fishing, and cultural festivities fill each day with meaning and motion. Testimonials from sailors like Mike, Judy, Jill, Scott, Gary, and Julie stand as living proof that this life is within reach, with budgets stretching from a lean $1,000 a month to more lavish setups that still feel like a steal. This script, clocking in at over 3,500 words, lays bare every reason, demonstrating that the Bahamas isn't just a dot on a chart. It's a floating home where retirement blossoms into a vibrant celebration of freedom, wonder, and the endless embrace of the sea. And there you have it, the ultimate destination for retirees looking to live aboard their sailboat. Whether it's the serene waters, the welcoming communities, or the incredible lifestyle, this place truly has it all for those seeking the freedom of life on the water. Now, we want to hear from you. If you could live anywhere with your sailboat, where would it be? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's keep the conversation going. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more sailing tips and retirement adventures, and ring the bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for sailing with us today. See you on the next adventure.